In this video, I will consider one numerical to find Z parameters. This is the given circuit. We are supposed to calculate or find Z parameters of this circuit. This is two-port network. We know that the Z parameters are defined as, let me write the definition of Z parameters, that is V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and V2 is Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Let me call this as equation A, this as equation B. So we supposed to calculate Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. Those are nothing but Z parameters. So this numerical can be calculated in two ways. The first method is by making I2 equal to 0, that is open circuiting output current I2. We can find Z11 and Z21. By making input current I1 equal to 0, we can find Z12 and Z22. The another method is we can do the comparison method. I will prefer doing the comparison method. Let's consider this as one loop, this is second loop, and this is third loop. We'll assume that anyhow we know that current through this loop is I1 because here it is I1, and current through this loop is say I2. Let me assume current through this loop is some intermediate current, say X. So now apply KVL to each loops, that is apply KVL to loop I1. Therefore I can write V1 is equal to, so V1 is nothing but voltage across 2 ohm resistor, that is 2. So in 2 ohm resistor, two currents are flowing, one is I1, another one is X. Both are in same direction, so it is I1 plus X. So I can write V1 is equal to 2I1 plus 2X. Let me call it as equation 1. Now similarly apply KVL to loop X. Now apply KVL to loop X. Therefore I can write, here we have a dependent source, voltage dependent voltage source. It is dependent on voltage V1. Let me start from this voltage source, that is I can write 3V1 is equal to voltage drop across 1 ohm resistor is 1 into X, that is X, plus voltage across 2 ohm resistor is 2 into I1 plus X, plus voltage across 1 ohm resistor is 1 into X minus I2, because I2 is opposite to X. Simplifying this, I can write 3V1 is equal to X plus 2I1 plus 2X plus X minus I2, or I can write 3V1 is equal to X plus 2X plus X, that is 4X plus 2I1 minus I2, or I can write 4X equal to 3V1 minus 2I1 plus I2, or I can write, therefore from this equation I can write X is equal to 3V1 minus 2I1 plus I2 whole divided by 4, or I can write X equal to 3 by 4 is 0.75 V1 minus 2 by 4 is 0.5 I1 plus 1 by 4 is 0.25 I2. I'll call it as equation 2. Now I will substitute the X value in equation 1. V1 is equal to, we have 2I1 plus 2X, 2I1 plus 2, I can substitute X value, that is 0.75 V1 minus 0.5 I1 plus we have 0.25 I2 so simplifying this I can write V1 is equal to 2I1 plus 0.75 into 2 is 1.5 I1 minus I1 plus 0.5 I2 or I can write V1 minus 0.5 V1 is equal to 2 I1 minus I1 is I1 plus 0.5 I2 or I can write it as 1 minus 1.5 that is minus 0.5 V1 is equal to I1 plus 0.5 I2 or I can write it as 0.5 V1 is equal to minus I1 minus 0.5 I2 or I can write V1 is equal to minus I1 minus 0.5 I2 divided by 0.5. Therefore, V1 is equal to 1 divided by 0.5 is minus 2I1 minus I2. Let me call this as equation 3. Now compare equation 3 with equation A, that is here equation A is coefficient of I1 is Z11, V1 is equal to Z11 I1, Z12 I2, coefficient of I2 is Z12. Therefore, it is same as equation A, that is Z11 is equal to minus 2 ohm and another parameter Z12 is equal to minus 1 ohm. Thus, we found first two parameters. Let me continue here. Now we'll try to find the next two parameters. So now I will apply KVL to loop I2, that is apply KVL to loop I2 so that I can write V2 is equal to 1 into I2 minus X. V2 is equal to 1 into I2 minus X, that is V2 is equal to I2 minus X. Therefore, V2 is equal to I2 minus, I will substitute X value from equation 2 in this equation so that I can write which is nothing but 0.75 V1 minus 0.5 I1 plus 0.25 I2. Simplifying this, V2 is equal to I2 minus 0.75 V1 plus 0.5 I1 minus 0.25 I2 or I can write it as V2 is equal to, we have here I have I2 term, here we have I2 minus 0.75. So here V1 we have, so V1 is nothing but 2 minus 2 I1 minus I2. I can substitute that, that is minus 2 I1 minus I2 plus 0.5 I1 minus 0.25 I2. Simplifying this, V2 is equal to I2 minus, so this minus minus will be plus 1.5 I1 plus 0.75 I2 plus 0.5 I1 minus 0.25 I2. Simplifying this, I can write V2 is equal to, first I'll write I1 terms 1.5 I1, 0.5 I1, that is 2 I1. Now I2 is 1 plus 0.75, that is 1.75 minus 0.25, that is plus 1.5 I2, call it as equation 4. Therefore now compare equation 4 with equation B. So here equation B is V2 is equal to Z21 I1 Z22 I2. So coefficient of I1 is Z21, coefficient of I2 is Z22. So we brought equation 4 in the same way as equation B. Therefore I can write Z21 is equal to 2 ohm and Z22 is equal to 1.5 ohm. So therefore I can write Z is equal to Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 as is equal to, that is minus 2, minus 1, plus 2, 1.5 ohm. This is the required solution. Thank you for watching.